It begins in silence, not with a scream, but with a shift so small it almost goes unnoticed. A child learning not through words, but through absence, through the eyes of a parent who is there in body, but gone in spirit, lost in anger, addiction, or apathy. And in that emptiness, something awakens. The thought that if they don't hold everything together, no one will. This is not the story of a child who vanished physically, but one who disappeared emotionally, hiding behind smiles, behind pleasing, behind adapting. This is how a child becomes a caretaker before they even know how to care for themselves, praised for being responsible, strong, and mature, while no one asks what it costs. What looks like maturity is often hypervigilance, a nervous system trained to scan every room for danger and mood, to believe love is conditional, that peace must be earned, that their own needs are unsafe while everyone else's are urgent. And so they vanish, replaced by a version of themselves that survives but never rests. The helper, the fixer, the listener, the one who keeps everyone else steady while inside they ache with an unspoken hunger to be seen. The child becomes so good at surviving that even they forget it is an act. But the ache remains, the silent scream from the part of them that never got to be held or protected. These patterns follow into adulthood, shaping the way they work, love, and live. They overachieve to feel worthy, push people away while secretly longing for closeness, call themselves independent, though it is often fear in disguise, and what once saved them now suffocates them. Survival mode does not turn off easily, and the very walls that kept danger out now keep love away too. On the outside, they may look capable, even admirable, but inside there is often emptiness, anxiety, or numbness. Healing begins not with fixing, but with witnessing, with finally allowing the hidden grief and rage to surface, the birthdays forgotten, the tears swallowed, the anger never expressed. This is not weakness, but the body saying, I am ready now. Coping was not failure. It was intelligence. It was survival. It was the child trading authenticity for belonging because connection meant life. But adulthood brings what childhood did not. Choice. The choice to stop performing for love, to stop carrying the world alone, to let the child within come home, rest, and play. You are not broken. You are becoming whole, finally growing up the right way with truth, softness, and self-compassion. Psychology calls this parentification, the reversal of roles where a child becomes the emotional caregiver for those meant to protect them, and it rewires the brain, teaching the nervous system to mistake safety for danger and chaos for normal, leaving behind adults who are hyper-independent, emotionally guarded, and haunted by the belief that their worth depends on others. From the outside, they may appear high-functioning, but inside lies exhaustion and loneliness. Yet this is not weakness, it is adaptation, the mark of a child who survived against the odds. Healing means unfreezing, letting the child finish what they never could, being seen, being safe, being allowed simply to exist. It does not change the past, but it rewrites the present. It means revisiting those rooms of childhood where silence became armor and smiles became masks, not to relive them, but to offer compassion to the child still waiting there, to whisper the words they needed most. You do not need to earn love. You do not need to disappear to keep others safe. You are enough as you are. Healing is not about becoming someone new, but uncovering who you always were, before fear stole your voice, before responsibility stole your play. Each act of gentleness softens the armor. Each moment of rest loosens survival's grip, until strength becomes a gift instead of a mask, independence a choice instead of a prison, and love something received rather than earned. The child who once carried the world lays it down, and the adult who once lived only to survive learns to truly live. The silence that began this story ends not with a scream, but with a steady exhale. The sound of someone finally safe enough to breathe. The sound of a child finally coming home.